Ebuka let her in that night. From the doorway, he peeped left and right, making sure no one had followed her. Then he locked the door and turned. His eyes remained wide. The girl before him was not the bright Chimsimdi he once knew. Her hair was rough, her clothes torn, her face weary. "Water," she whispered. He fetched her a cup, but even as she drank, his gaze burned with questions. Then she rushed forward and hugged him tightly. Ebuka sat stiff, confused. He did not hug her back. "You never tried looking for me," she murmured. Her words lit fire in his chest. He jumped up, his voice sharp. "Looking for you, after you ran away, with a man old enough to be your father. Stand up. Let me take you to your mother. That is where you belong, not here with me. You left her, an innocent woman, without thinking twice. Do not drag me into your troubles. I am a poor man. I don't deserve it." "Who told you all these lies against me?" she asked. "Adeze told me everything. Thanks to that girl, I would have lost my sanity." Her eyes widened, hands trembling against her lips, but she could not hold it in any longer. "It was Adeze. She handed me over to that man." Ebuka froze. Slowly, he sank to the floor beside her, chest heavy. "What are you saying?" "Explain." And so, she told him everything. That night, she had planned for late reading. Adeze convinced her to follow her to a hidden classroom. "It will be quiet there," Adeze had said. Naive and trusting, Chimsimdi followed. But Adeze left, claiming she was going to buy drinks. After Chimsimdi drank, the world turned dark. She awoke inside a car trunk, tied hand and foot, her voice trapped. Hours passed. At last, the car stopped. She was dragged into a compound hidden in the forest. And then came Chief Obiora. That was the moment she knew. Her hope was faint. She begged for mercy. But Chief only. "No, no. It is I who beg you. Allow me to use you for my work." She was locked in a bare room. Each day, Chief entered wearing different robes, chanting, pacing around her. He sprinkled powders, drew signs in the air, and thanked her for being pure before leaving. Adeze, she later learned, was not a friend at all. She was Chief's messenger. Her duty was to lure young women and deliver them. Food was given, not out of care, but to keep her strong. To them, she was only an instrument. Every detail pierced Ebuka's heart. He knew Chimsimdi was always truthful, always precise. And so he believed her. One day, a new gatekeeper brought her food. He was fresh to the job, unaware of the darkness. The sight of her chained and weeping broke his heart. Late at night, he unlocked her door. "Go, run, don't look back." Together they crept out, but shouts soon rang out. The guards caught the boy. Terrified, Chimsimdi ran. She ran until her legs gave way and fell into a deep valley. Her scream echoed, then silence. Her leg broke, darkness swallowed her. She awoke 4 days later in a small hut. A hunter, his wife, and their child stood over her. "You were unconscious," the woman said softly. "Your leg is broken. You must stay here to heal." They gave her food, they dressed her wounds, they warned her. That man may have eyes everywhere. For 3 months she healed under their roof. They treated her as family, but her heart longed for home. At dawn one day, she slipped away, still limping. She wandered, until cattle herders found her.
They helped her journey back to her hometown. And that was how she arrived, at Ebuka's door. By the time she finished, Ebuka was weeping.
He held her tightly, guilt twisting inside him. In the morning, he took her to her mother. The woman screamed with joy, holding her daughter close. But they agreed to keep her return a secret, until Adaeze was caught. After storming away from Ebuka earlier, Adaeze had gone to Chief Obiora. She had abandoned her phone for long, but when she finally called, he was furious. Chimsimdi escaped 3 months ago, he shouted. He assured her Chimsimdi had fallen off a cliff and would not return. Fear consumed Adaeze, yet she still clung to Ebuka, not out of loyalty, but out of envy. Chimsimdi always sang his praises, and that day he came visiting, he was more handsome than she had imagined. She knew she needed to keep him to herself. When Ebuka later called her, pretending to apologize, she came quickly. She was curious. Perhaps Chimsimdi had survived. Her eyes darted nervously. She asked, "Has Chimsimdi contacted you?" "Maybe. From abroad." Ebuka narrowed his eyes. "Why do you ask?" Adaeze lied, her voice shaky. "Chief told me she ran off with his money and followed another man. She even called me herself, but Ebuka saw through her. And what Adaeze didn't know was that the police were hiding nearby." Chimsimdi herself waited in the next room. As Adaeze rambled, officers stepped out. She tried to flee, throwing down a tray of beans, but she was caught. At the station, she confessed. She was no true student. With bribes, she had secured a hostel room. Her job was to lure naive young women for Chief Obiora. For each girl, she was paid handsomely. Her confession led to Chief's arrest, and also the corrupt school staff who had helped in secret. Days later, Ebuka knelt before Chimsimdi, begging forgiveness. Her mother also pleaded, "My daughter, forgive him. He never stopped caring for us. He made sure we did not lack." Tears fell from Chimsimdi's eyes. She forgave him. Soon after, Ebuka's honesty lifted him. While repairing a customer's car, he discovered bundles of money. Instead of keeping it, he returned it. The grateful client rewarded him richly. From that day, Ebuka knew no poverty. He married Chimsimdi. He sponsored her in a private university. He cared for her mother and her sister. And so, despite the trials, their story ended in joy. Evil may hide for a while, but truth will always uncover it. Acts of kindness, even small ones, can save lives. Honesty brings blessings greater than stolen wealth. And justice always comes, no matter how long it takes. Subscribe for more stories.